Hello everyone, this is Noel from the Can Crusades, and today we have another LEGO Star Wars set review. This will be the last review I will do for the time being, because this is the last LEGO Star Wars set I do have. So you might be excited by that, you might not be, but next Monday we'll get back onto more Star Wars related content, and you do not want to miss it, I'll tell you that much. So moving on to the set, it's ages 8 to 14, it is 75100, and it's called the First Order Snowspeeder. So this is the type of vehicle you will most likely see around Starkiller Base, I'm assuming. So this is a pretty decent set. It cost me £40, or I think it was £38, but let's call it £40 for easy counting. So it's not the cheapest of sets, but it's still a set that you can obtain quite easily, and it's quite a good set as well. A bit overpriced, of course, every LEGO set's overpriced, but I'll talk about that more at the end. So first things first, let's look at the box. So here is a better view at the front of the packaging. As you can see, the Snowspeeder there, all the details on the left, and there are some of the minifigures, well, all the minifigures, what I'm on about. Let's look at the back of the box, and here we have just a better look at the Snowspeeder, and we also have a look at some of the features, which of course I will get into as we look at the set. Just before we look at the minifigures, here is the instruction manual. It's pretty chunky, it's quite a lot of building in the set, so I just want to show you that, quite a fair amount of pages. And here are the spare parts a little bit closer up there for you. As you can see, you get quite a few spare bits that you can put on their guns or make makeshift lightsabers, however you want to go about your day, essentially. So looking at the figures here, and we've got two figures that are the exact same. We have the two First Order Snowtroopers here, so I may as well only look at one, and then I'll move on to the other minifigure in the set. So here we have one of the Snowtroopers, and he has a lot of detail on him. I really do like their helmets, actually. I think I really did like the actual Galactic Empire Snowtroopers in Episode 5 in the Hoth invasion, but I think these guys might actually look a little bit cooler. Their helmets, for me, are just really amazing, and as you can see, there's back printing as well. And a closer look at their chest there, a lot of detail. Again, just a word of warning, these little, I don't know, skirts or whatever, I'm not entirely sure on what you'd call them, they are a massive pain to put on. Like, honestly, you need very nimble fingers. I don't have them personally, and it was just quite a nuisance trying to get them on. It took multiple tries, and I got quite frustrated as well. I'm glad I wasn't recording then, because there would have probably been quite a few swear words floating about there, but yeah, it does add a nice effect, and it's authentic to the film, of course. Looking at the back, they have a little backpack on there, and as you can see, there's a little bit of detail. So, taking off their helmet, this guy looks pretty angry himself. He's not having a bad day. Maybe this speeder behind us is broke down and he's like, this is the 4th time this week. God, I hate my job. But he's not looking happy. There is not a double-sided face to him, which is, you know, that might turn a few people off. I'll take his head off here, not because he's a bad guy and we should try and kill them all, but we should look at the back of his armour here. As you can see, there is a bit of back printing. In case you're wondering, I will take the helmet off this guy just so you can see his face as well. It is the exact same. So, yeah, the First Order guys, I know they probably did that to try and emphasise like how evil and bad they are, but they just seem like they're really angry, and I don't know what at. Confusing. So here we have the First Order Snowtrooper officer, and this guy is basically the same, except he has a better gun, essentially, and he's got a pauldron there. So, his body is the exact same. He has the exact same skirt, if you want to call it that. He has another one of those back pieces there. His pauldron actually is pretty cool. It's got a bit of red and black. You can definitely differentiate that he is the officer here. And his pistol is just the exact same as the other snowtroopers' pistols, except he's got a lightsaber hilt on the end. So that just makes it look more like a rifle, I suppose. He does have back printing as well, just the exact same as the other snowtrooper I showed you. And he has the exact same face. So, yeah, leave in the comments, what are these guys angry about? Are they like, you know this Kylo Ren guy? He's a bit of an idiot, actually. I could totally take charge. All I need to do is add a lightsaber blade to this hilt, and we're ready to go. Right, so, getting the minifigures out the way, let's actually look at the Snowspeeder, because that's why you're all here, let's face it. Or you just like my soothing voice. It's not very soothing. I don't get that myself. But anyway, here we have the Snowspeeder in all its glory. And that's the end of the review. No, I'm joking. Let's look at it at a bit of detail. Now, the first thing I'm going to say here is I cannot take this set seriously. And you might be thinking, what? That doesn't make any sense. I just can't take this set seriously. Because if we look at the bottom, it has wheels, okay? And, you know, that's fair enough. It gives it the illusion that it's, you know, a snowspeeder floating about, or hovering about, I should say. So, you know, you can move it quite well. And that's a nice play feature. It rolls about on carpet quite nice. And as you can see, I'll show you a better view of the bottom there. There are 2 wheels on the front and 2 wheels on the back. So, you know, that's a really nice play feature. But the reason I can't take this seriously is because if it wasn't bad, the shape alone, the free-wheel style on the bottom, it just reminds me of one of those free-wheeler cars from ages and ages ago, particularly the one, I know it's not yellow, but particularly the one from Only Fools and Horses. Every time I just whiz it about, I'm like, I can just imagine Del Boy just piloting this, and I just can't take it seriously. That's just me. I am quite a bizarre person, but yeah, let's just avoid all of that topic. And yeah, it does have wheels on the bottom, and there's, you know, nothing much else going on the bottom. It's got quite a few sort of hollow sections, you'll see, but looking at the sides, there are a ton of stickers in this set. You would have seen the sticker sheet earlier, and stickers, I've mentioned it in the last 2 reviews, are a pain because you can easily make mistakes, and printed pieces are the way to go. So as you can see, there are 4 stickers there, and that's the side of the vehicle. Looking at the back, you can see it's 2 side engines and a little grill piece, 4 grill pieces at the back there. So a bit of detail on the back. Looking at the side, it's pretty much identical to the other side. You've got your 4 stickers again. And looking at the front, you've got some more grill pieces. So the first play feature, apart from it moving about on its wheels, I'll show you this gun. So this gun here, it can be operated by any trooper. Their hand easily clips on to that pistol piece at the back there, and this is a massive gun. This is absolutely huge. You definitely not want to mess with it. As you can see, it moves back and forth. You can lift it so you can shoot at planes over, well, not planes, obviously they don't exist in the Star Wars universe. You can shoot at anything flying above you. You can shoot other tanks or whatever is coming your way. It does not move side to side. The only reason it's doing that is because the piece came a little bit loose there. I'm going to be perfectly honest. That's the only reason that was moving. And wow, I am just, no wonder this is ages 8 to 14. I'm breaking this every time I touch it. But yeah, it doesn't move side to side, unfortunately, but it does move up and down, so yeah, that's decent enough. A closer look at the gun there. It does look pretty badass, and it does have another piece here. Now this is one of these push fire missiles, so if you launch it, it will probably kill a small child. So let's just push it here, and as you can see, it fires quite a deadly, precise shot, and these little pellets just move in, just pop in like that. And you are given a lot, as you can see in the spare pieces, you are given a few extra bullets there, but there are quite a few extra bullets just scattered about the ship. So here we have, you see there's 2 there. If we take off these crate tops, there are about 4 in every crate. Of course you can actually take these off and move on to the side of it stuff. I'm just wanting to keep my positions here, but as you can see, there are more bullets here, so you can just take them out their stacks, and you have a lot of weaponry here for that. It's mostly for another play feature I'll get onto, but you can load that gun as much as you like. So, moving on to the cockpit area, if you don't want to call it that, there are, if you are having your snowtroopers piloting the ship here, there are plenty of places to put their gun. So, you could put their pistols either in that slot or that slot. Also, more particularly for the guy sitting here, there is a pistol slot there. So looking at the cockpit area, this back piece does move up and down. It's not supposed to, it's supposed to stay in that position, but you can do, if you want, you can maybe clamp it more on their head or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what's going through your mind, but you know, it's a free country after all. Whatever country you're in, I'm assuming it's free. Don't quote me on that. So here we have the cockpit area. Some decent seats here, looks quite snazzy if I do say so myself. And there's plenty of room to set 2 minifigures there. And there you have a little control panel piece for Len. So there's no gear stick or anything, but you know, still got a control piece nonetheless. So sitting a snowtrooper down, it's very easily just clip on those 2 studs there, and they can sit with their little skirt things there. So that's always good. That was a worry when I seen that they had these pain in the bottom to put on little bottom pieces. I thought they're clearly not going to be able to sit there, but I was wrong. So this is nearly wrapping up actually, but so we better get on to the final piece of this set. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we have these little pieces here which move back and forth like that, and that's just how much you want it to look cool when you're attacking stuff with this set. So as you can see on the box, you can extend it into, I don't know if you'd call that attack mode. You can it's a free country, as I said earlier. You can do whatever you want. You can make it face however you want. You can make it take flight. No, I'm joking. Well, you can, I suppose, free country. so you can do all that fun stuff. And the final feature of this set is that this might just look like, you know, a gun piece. You're like, okay, we can pretend it shoots, but you don't have to pretend they shoot. As you can see on the box, they do fire. And I'm going to tell you how, or show you at least. I'm not going to do a walkthrough. So basically, you just twist this to the left. You can twist it to the right if you want. It's totally up to you. It's a free country. And as you can see, there are bullets getting fired left, right and centre, and my Hoover is going to hate my carpet now. But yep, it's a really cool play feature. It's got the same power as, you know, the push fire missiles there. It's basically the same system, and it's just a really awesome way of doing things. And as you can probably see how it works, as you spin it, there is a piece that just presses off the studs, and that's how they fire essentially. And of course you can do the exact same as I said. I'm not going to show you, I don't want to damage my camera or take out my eye, so I'm not going to fire it at the camera, but you could probably get the idea there. So it is a really good set. I'll bring the minifigures over again. This is going to be a funny part because you've got the minifigures just looking normal, and then you've got this mess. Yeah, that guy's having a bad day. I could see why his face is like that. So yeah, that has been this review. Sorry about that, I've got a bit of a cough there. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. As I said earlier in the video, there will not be any more reviews like these for a while until I can afford more, because Lego cost an arm and a leg. Seriously, I'm walking around like a pirate now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos every Tuesday. I'll try and get them out, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. If you aim to get this set or you have it, let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on it, and hopefully I did some justice to the set review. Yeah, it is a bit pricey, £40. Personally, I'd pay like £20 for it. You know, see back in like 2008, you pay like £20 for this. Inflation and Lego being douches, the bane of my existence, those two things. The only two things I hate in life. Yeah, there's probably a few more than that.